Bishikukai's boss Midora is eating a lot in preparation for the battle with Ichiryu. At this moment, Midora's personal assistant, Alfaro, notices that the boss's appetite is very high. Even the bubble fruit can't satisfy his hunger. So, now only the Infini Bee can help him. It's a legendary ingredient found by Acacia. Thus, Alfaro orders Yu to find it. On Toriko's side, he have returned to the gourmet restaurant to enjoy Komatsu's dishes, which Toriko greatly enjoys, because Komatsu's cooking skills are getting better. Suddenly, Setsuno comes to find them. She notices that Toriko has learned food honor. So, she asks Toriko and Komatsu to help her with something. It turns out she needs both of them to help her find the golden wheat, a special ingredient for making Zenman noodles, which excites Toriko as he wants to immediately taste Setsuno's Zenman noodles. Toriko notices Komatsu's concern, so Komatsu tells him that he hasn't caught the bubble fruit yet for processing. Komatsu thinks he still hasn't learned food honor and admires Chiru's cooking skills. But Toriko says they should first complete this mission. Then, he tried asking Setsuno. At this point, they had seen a glowing island, so they realized the golden wheat was there, making Toriko's group very surprised, because the field was emitting a very bright golden color. As they prepared to harvest the golden wheat, suddenly, Toriko sensed danger again. Thus, he immediately told Komatsu and Tom to run away. Suddenly, a GT Robo appeared. It turns out the one controlling this GT Robo was Yu. Toriko realized he was also here looking for ingredients, so he attacked Toriko, making Komatsu worried about Toriko. He saw golden wheat being destroyed by him. Thus, Komatsu quickly harvested the golden wheat, while Toriko was getting angry, because he dared to destroy the ingredient, so he continued to attack Toriko. Unexpectedly, he had the ability to disguise himself, making Toriko unaware of his whereabouts. Suddenly, he sneak attacked him from behind. It turns out this was the new generation GT Robo of Bishikukai. So, his speed and strength increased many times. Toriko immediately countered. He realized Toriko had learned food honor, but this GT Robo was made from the hardest ingredients in the gourmet world. Thus, he firmly believed Toriko couldn't destroy his Robo. Unexpectedly, Toriko hit his control unit, causing the GT Robo unable to move. So, he immediately disguised himself and escaped. But Toriko could easily detect his location, making him very surprised, because Toriko was much stronger than before. It turns out he was the one who controlled the small GT Robo in Ice Hell. Now, Yu has revealed his subordinate, activating the full power of the GT Robo. He explained to Toriko, this GT Robo can receive power from the controller. These new generation GT Robos can triple their speed. So, Toriko also decided to show him his true strength. He attacked Toriko, but Toriko easily blocked and counterattacked him, making him surprised at Toriko's strength. Now he realized, from the beginning, Toriko was just stalling to let Komatsu harvest the golden wheat. Now, Toriko is really serious. Unexpectedly, the GT Robo malfunctioned. Turns out they were still in the testing phase. Suddenly, Yu saw Infini Bee, so he immediately attacked Toriko. To distract him, he even abandoned the Robo's arm to escape, thinking he was going to ambush Komatsu. Unexpectedly, his target was actually Infini Bee, making Toriko surprised. Yu realized it was Komatsu's food luck that attracted the Infini Bee here, so he immediately fled. Finally, Toriko and Komatsu completed their mission. Thus, they decided to return. Now, Setsuno wanted Komatsu to help her cook Zenman noodles, making Komatsu worried. But she said she would guide Komatsu on how to prepare it. So, Komatsu started cooking, seeing him cutting the golden wheat very quickly, making Setsuno surprised. Now, Komatsu started kneading the dough. Unexpectedly, the golden wheat dough emitted sounds similar to human voices. Setsuno explained because this is a special ingredient, so she instructed Komatsu to knead the dough like a massage, making the golden wheat dough very comfortable. After massaging the dough for a day, Komatsu succeeded, making Toriko very delighted, because this is Zenman noodles. Now, she continued to tell both of them to go sell the noodles. So, Komatsu started cooking noodles for everyone to try, making them very delighted, because Komatsu's noodles were very delicious. Turns out he cooked the noodles with century soup. At this moment, Komatsu started preparing various other types of noodles, making everyone very delighted, and attracting more and more customers to Komatsu's shop. By evening, Toriko was very full. Now, Setsuno told Komatsu, actually, he has already learned food honor, But he didn't realize, it's all thanks to Komatsu's cooking experience, along with meeting many people. Setsuno also said, the level of cooking zenman noodles is equivalent to cooking bubble fruit. Now, Komatsu can cook bubble fruit. At this moment, Setsuno realized, not only Toriko and Komatsu learned food honor, turns out the 4 Heavenly Kings group all learned food honor. So, it helped them become much stronger. At this moment, Yu has returned, and told Alfaro that Toriko has become much stronger. But, he also completed the mission of catching the Infinibee, to find Acacia's special ingredient for his boss. But, Gi Rim is a special cooking advisor of Bishokukai. He had obtained the Infinibee and left, leaving Tommy curious, as to what he was up to. Gi Rim said he no longer wanted to work for Bishokukai. Grinpatch and Starjan realized he was planning to betray the organization. Starjan asked, did you join Bishokukai to get the Infinibee, right? So, they all attacked Gi Rim together, but they were pushed back by him. Gi Rim immediately unleashed a green flame, instantly destroying Bishokukai's base. Luckily, Starjan's group managed to avoid it. Gi Rim said the Infinibee would help him find that ingredient, so he let the Infinibee go. Gi Rim then grew a pair of wings and chased after the Infinibee, enraging Grinpatch. On the side of Gourmet City, a festival was taking place, making Toriko and Komatsu very excited, so they played many games together there. Toriko even ate the spinning teacups from the amusement park. Next, they played together in the racing cars and on the Ferris wheel. While Toriko enjoyed eating everything, making him very happy. Suddenly, Teppei asked Toriko, do you want to eat Acacia's menu? Which surprised Toriko. Teppei informed Toriko that ingredient is in a closed biotope of the Igo. It's nicknamed Acacia's Kitchen because Acacia left his special cooking formula there, which surprised Toriko and Komatsu. At this moment, they had arrived to meet Tom, to ask Tom to take them to that special biotope, making Toriko very excited. On Tina's side, she had just finished filming a live TV show, then, she was ordered by the director to find documents for the latest news, making Tina very annoyed. Suddenly, she slipped and fell, causing all the documents in the library to fall to the ground. But, Tina discovered a photo of Setsuno, making Tina curious about the woman standing next to her, while Komatsu was feeling very excited, because they were about to see Acacia's ingredient. Suddenly, a huge storm appeared. Tom recognized it as the Hungry Triangle, one of the 7 gourmet wonders. When Komatsu learned that this place was dangerous like the Gourmet Pyramid, he became very worried. Tom said that many ships and planes entering this place had disappeared. But, Acacia's Kitchen is inside this place. So, everyone is determined to overcome the Hungry Triangle, while Komatsu just wants to go home. Thus, they all rush into the Hungry Triangle. Suddenly, a giant fish appears. Tom immediately pilots the plane to avoid it, but it continues to pursue them. Just as they escape from the giant fish, they are struck by lightning, causing the plane to malfunction and crash. Luckily, they manage to escape from the Hungry Triangle. So, Tom immediately tries to control the plane, to help the whole team land safely. At this moment, Toriko realizes they have arrived at Acacia's Kitchen, which surprises everyone. Thus, Toriko's team bids farewell to Tom to enter inside. When they arrive, Toriko realizes there's no door, so he uses the flying fork to create a door, but he can't leave a scratch on it, making Teppei angry, because he dared to attack this place. While Komatsu was searching for a way in, suddenly, he passed through the wall. Toriko realizes this is a secret entrance. So, Toriko's team advances inside. Finally, they reached Acacia's Kitchen, which surprises them greatly, because this place has many rare creatures and ingredients. Toriko realizes there's even a herd of regal mammoths, and there are many BB corns as well, making Toriko delighted. On Tina's side, she asked Setsuno about the person in her old photo. Setsuno said she was also a chef, and Setsuno and she used to train cooking together, surprising Tina. Suddenly, Zonga arrived. It turns out he didn't have enough money to go to high-end restaurants, so he chose Setsuno's small restaurant. On Toriko's side, they entered inside. Suddenly, Rin saw a lot of ozone cabbage. Thus, Toriko and everyone decided to try it. Teppei realized this was an ingredient from the gourmet world. A giant dragon appeared. Teppei said it was the savannah dragon, a species thought to be extinct. Suddenly, an electromagnetic eel attacked it, surprising everyone, because this eel emits strong electricity. Toriko realizes that besides the rare creatures, this place also has an ancient ruins. Komatsu realized that these are languages in the Gourmet Pyramid. Teppei said that these languages were created by the Nitros, surprising Toriko. Suddenly, they discovered a garden of Corona sunflowers. Teppei explained that these Corona sunflowers could store sunlight. When Komatsu thought this was Acacia's ingredient, and he was about to touch the Corona sunflower, a girl appeared to stop them. She didn't allow anyone to touch the Corona sunflower. As Teppei was about to explain to her, the Infinibi arrived here. Suddenly, the biotope's ceiling was destroyed, surprising Toriko and everyone. Then, Girim appeared. Toriko thought his target was the Corona sunflower, but Girim said his goal was Acacia's ingredient, so Girim unleashed his power. Toriko immediately tried to stop him, but he was knocked away by Girim. Rin and Teppei also rushed to attack, however, they were also defeated by him. So, Girim unleashed an incredibly powerful attack that destroyed all the Corona sunflowers here. Komatsu quickly grabbed one Corona sunflower. Luckily, Terry and the girl led everyone to escape, in the blink of an eye. Girim destroyed this place. He realized the seal of this place had been broken. Bishakukai was still monitoring Girim. Alfaro realized they couldn't let Acacia's full-course menu ingredient fall into Girim's hands, so they needed to act fast. On Toriko's side, they had regained consciousness, making Komatsu very happy, but Toriko was injured. It turned out the girl had saved them, so she cooked for Toriko and Komatsu. When Toriko tasted it, he found it delicious. Komatsu found the flavor very delicate, making him very comfortable. Komatsu realized this dish helped them recover from fatigue. Surprisingly, Toriko's body immediately regenerated. At this moment, Toriko asked her who she was, so she introduced herself as Ayame, the supervisor of this biotope, surprising Toriko and Komatsu. Seeing Ayame's rare ingredients made Komatsu very excited. She also recognized Komatsu as a talented chef, so Komatsu cooked fish for Toriko. Ayame saw that Komatsu and Toriko made a great team. Komatsu wondered why she helped them. It turned out Komatsu had protected this remaining Corona sunflower, and she told him about it. Previously, she used to be part of a team with a gourmet hunter as well, and their appetizer in their full-course menu was the Corona sunflower. She accepted to stay here with these Corona sunflowers, to wait for that gourmet hunter to return. Komatsu realized that person was the one who had attacked them. Suddenly, the beasts in the biotope began to panic. Ayame said that these Corona sunflowers provided energy for the seal of the ruins, like a refrigerator. If the Corona sunflowers no longer provide energy, then the ice will melt, and that thing will revive. Toriko recognized it as Acacia's ingredient. Suddenly, they were attacked. It turned out to be Bishikukai's GT Robo Squad. So, Toriko decided to fight them, while Girim was waiting for the seal of the ruins to slowly open, and he could obtain Acacia's ingredient. On Teppei and Rin's side, they were being pursued by the GT Robo Squad, so they blocked their path. Rin immediately attacked them, while Toriko's team was also fighting the GT Robo Squad. Unexpectedly, someone spotted Komatsu. As he was about to be attacked, Toriko and Ayame rushed over. Komatsu kept thinking he was going to die. Fortunately, Koko managed to intervene in time and save him. Seeing Koko made Komatsu very happy. It turned out Teppei had called Koko here, but there were still 2 GT Robos remaining, so Koko decided to take care of them. Meanwhile, Rin and Teppei were still locked in battle with the GT Robo Squad, but they were too strong. When Rin was in danger, luckily, Sunny appeared just in time to save her. This brought joy to Rin and Teppei. Meanwhile, Toriko was still battling the GT Robo, so he unleashed his 18-hit nail punch, sending the GT Robo flying far away. On Koko's side, he was being chased by one of the GT Robos, but he got hit by it. Ayame and Komatsu were running away. Then, Ayame was attacked by one of the GT Robos. Luckily, she managed to evade it, leaving Komatsu surprised, because Ayame had transformed into an old woman. Meanwhile, Koko decided to take down this GT Robo, so he used his poison sword. On Toriko's side, he was also preparing to deliver a decisive blow. As the 2 GT Robos attacked simultaneously, Toriko and Koko unleashed their finishing moves, and they managed to simultaneously defeat the 2 GT Robos. At this moment, they were very surprised, because Ayame had been transformed into an old woman. She explained that this was a special knocking technique that helped her body rejuvenate. On Setsuno's side, she told Tina about it. Ayame used to be a very skilled chef. Suddenly, Jiro and Ichiryu also arrived. It turned out they realized Gurum's intention to obtain Acacia's ingredient, so they decided to go there together. Ayame informed Toriko's group about this. Gurum's dream is to create the best full-course menu, thus, he decided to join the Bishokukai to become stronger, and Ayame said, they couldn't let Girim unlock the seal of the ruins. At this point, they encountered Sunny's group again. Rin didn't know who this old woman was, so she suddenly transformed into a beautiful girl, surprising all three of them. Meanwhile, Girim managed to unlock the seal, helping the ingredients of Acacia to start escaping, while Toriko's group caught up with him. Seeing the seal had been opened, Sunny immediately attacked Girim. Unexpectedly, he counterattacked them immediately, with just one blow, causing a mountain to explode. They realized he was very strong, so Toriko's team decided to stop him together. Toriko drew Gurum's attention to himself. Thus, Coco could use poison to attack him, and Sunny transformed his hair into a giant demon to attack him. But Girim managed to block and push back Sunny. Toriko and Coco seized this opportunity to attack together. However, Girim released the blue flames and pushed them back. At this point, Teppei intended to reseal the seal, so Girim immediately attacked and defeated him, because he wouldn't allow anyone to disrupt his plans. Toriko's team realized Girim was too strong. Suddenly, a giant beetle appeared. Toriko recognized him as Grinpatch, the sous chef of the Bishokukai. Unexpectedly, he had attacked Girim, but they still couldn't penetrate his armor, and he was immediately knocked back by Girim. So, Toriko's team continued to advance. However, they were still no match for Girim, and they were all defeated by him. At this point, everyone realized Acacia's ingredient was reviving. Unexpectedly, it had turned into an egg, and it hatched into a giant dragon, surprising Toriko's team. They realized it was the wolf fire dragon, and it was a special ingredient of Acacia. Teppei said it was a terrifying monster in the gourmet world. It could swallow everything it saw, so it was also nicknamed Endros. Seeing the strength of the wolf fire dragon made Toriko's team worried, while Girim was very excited. As soon as Grinpatch saw this monster, he fled. So, the wolf fire dragon attacked Toriko's team, causing Komatsu to worry. Luckily, Zebra appeared to stop it, bringing joy to Komatsu and everyone, because Zebra had arrived. It turned out he came here because he heard there were delicious ingredients here. Now, the four Heavenly Kings team was fully assembled, so they decided to defeat the wolf fire dragon together. On Ichiryu's team, they had arrived outside Acacia's kitchen. Suddenly, they saw Grinpatch had run out here. At this moment, Starjin, Alfaro, and Tommy also arrived, so they immediately attacked Ichiryu's team. It turned out the Bishokukai had prepared thousands of GT robos to come here, preparing for the battle for Acacia's ingredients. This delighted Jiro and Setsuno, as they hadn't been surrounded and attacked like this for a long time, so they decided to fight together. The GT robos kept rushing in to attack them, but they were easily defeated by Setsuno and Jiro. Ichiryu also only defeated them with a flick off. As they regrouped, so Ichiryu unleashed his decisive blow, swiftly defeating all the GT robos. Meanwhile, Toriko's team was still battling the wolf fire dragon. Despite launching powerful attacks, they couldn't harm the wolf fire dragon. When it attacked Sunny, he used the multiplied super spatula technique to block it, but it was too strong, and immediately knocked Sunny to the ground. Coco rushed to his aid, but he was also defeated by it. Then, it was Zebra's turn to use the thunder noise technique. However, the wolf fire dragon remained unharmed. At this moment, Terry and Ayame's cat also stepped in, but they were also knocked away by it. Toriko's team realized the wolf fire dragon was too strong. Suddenly, Zebra said they still have one way to defeat it. Coco noticed a weakness on its forehead, so they needed to regroup and strike it in one coordinated attack. Immediately, Toriko's team unleashed their gourmet cells. 4 demons appeared to confront the wolf fire dragon. Zebra immediately used meteor noise, shooting it into the sky. Coco unleashed the poison missile technique. Toriko and Sunny also employed their ultimate moves. They combined their powers together, creating a tremendously strong combined attack. Toriko then hurled the giant fork towards the wolf fire dragon. Unexpectedly, they succeeded, and they defeated the wolf fire dragon. At this moment, Coco realized that everything was not yet over. Girim said, "Thanks, guys, for weakening it." Suddenly, he began to eat the wolf fire dragon, leaving the Toriko team astonished that he could consume such a giant dragon. At this moment, Girim unleashed an immense power. causing all the members of the Bishakukai to feel it. Alfaro realized that Girim had eaten Acacia's ingredient, so he immediately ordered a retreat. On the Toriko team's side, they witnessed Girim undergoing a transformation, leaving them surprised. Girim said, "With this power, all the ingredients in the world belong to me, and I will obtain God." This angered Zebra, who attacked him. But Girim immediately defeated him. Coco and Sunny were also defeated by him with a single blow. Toriko also stepped up, however, he too was defeated by Girim. When Rin tried to help Toriko, she was struck by him as well, seeing everyone being attacked by him, causing Toriko to become angry, and he unleashed his gourmet cells. Girim noticed Toriko using autophagy. Toriko said, "I won't allow you to harm anyone, and we will together eat the special menu of Acacia." Then, he attacked Girim, but he was able to block it. Toriko continued with leg knife, however, he still didn't inflict any damage, and Girim immediately knocked Toriko away, causing his autophagy to end. When he intended to kill everyone, Ayame immediately stopped him. Komatsu showed him the Corona sunflower. He asked, "Do you remember this ingredient?" But he said, "I will find even better ingredients." Ayame asked, "Are you planning to eat alone?" Komatsu said food wouldn't taste good if eaten alone, because he promised Toriko that he would cook the full-course menu of Acacia. But Girim didn't give up, and he immediately attacked Komatsu with a powerful blow. Unexpectedly, Toriko intercepted the attack for Komatsu, so he remained safe. Ayame said Toriko had reached his limit. He needed to eat something immediately. Thus, they decided to give Toriko the Corona sunflower to eat. Komatsu then put a drop of Corona sunflower honey into Toriko's mouth. Unexpectedly, it helped Toriko regain consciousness, and he found it delicious, immediately aiding Toriko's cell recovery. He stood up before Girim once more. It surprised everyone, for Toriko's cells were evolving, resembling the light of the sun. This state is called Sunshine Toriko, and he attacked Girim. But Girim also retaliated immediately, and they began exchanging blows. Girim witnessing Toriko's newfound strength, infuriating him greatly, as he believed the Endros he consumed was ultimate power. Girim immediately struck Toriko, sending him crashing into a wall, yet, he showed no signs of fatigue. Toriko says that the nectar of the Corona sunflower is an amazing ingredient. Thanks to Ayame's care, and being protected by Komatsu, the warmth filled Toriko's heart, so, he decided to unleash all his might against Girim. But, Girim refused to yield. Both unleashed their powers, while Toriko concentrated all his strength into his fist. Girim unleashed his blue flames, and they both delivered their decisive blows. Two demons clashed against each other, but Toriko proved to be stronger, so he swiftly defeated Girim, sending him flying into the sky with a 100-hit nail punch. In the end, Toriko emerged victorious, despite Girim being defeated, but Ayame still cared deeply for him. Toriko noticed that Girim was still alive, thus, Toriko suggested giving him something to eat. Ayame realized there was still some Corona sunflower honey left, so, she fed it to Girim. At that moment, Girim remembered their past, and both of them promised to create the full-course menu together. But, then Girim left, because he wanted to find the world's finest ingredients for Ayame. At that moment, Girim regained consciousness, and he apologized to Ayame, which made her very happy to see him back to his old self. They thought Corona sunflower would no longer exist. Suddenly, Corona sunflower began to pollinate. Komatsu realized that Infinibi had pollinated the Corona sunflower. So, Corona sunflower scattered its seeds everywhere, making everyone very happy. Meanwhile, Ichiryu's group realized that everything had come to an end. Toriko asked Ayame about other ingredients of Acacia here, but she didn't have any information about those ingredients. Suddenly, Komatsu discovered all the ancient languages here are Acacia's cooking formulas, and he realized all the ingredients on this island were ingredients in Acacia's special full-course menu. Suddenly, the pillar trees in the biotope reconnected and transformed into a giant grill. At this moment, Ichiryu's group also arrived. They were relieved that Ayame was safe. Ichiryu and Setsuno were very surprised, because Komatsu had discovered the secret of this place. They even researched together for a long time, but still couldn't uncover Acacia's secret. At this moment, Toriko realized Ichiryu had deliberately gathered the 4 heavenly kings here to train, so they decided to gather all the ingredients of this biotope to cook together. Sunny then sent ingredients flying into the sky. For for Toriko to make giant grilled steak kebabs. Rin and Coco then generously poured sauce and pepper. Zebra went to fetch the mellow cola from the salamander sphinx. Finally, they had everything prepared for the barbecue feast, which made Toriko very happy, so they all ate together. Everyone noticed that the dishes here were delicious and diverse, which delighted them. At this moment, Ayame was very happy, because Gi-rim had returned to his old self. Komatsu felt it was wonderful that everyone could eat together. After the feast ended, then, Gi-rim decided to stay here to take care of this biotope with Ayame. And they thanked Toriko and Komatsu. So, everyone left together, while Toriko and Komatsu realized this was a wonderful journey for them. Today's video ends here. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to support Oni-chan in the next videos. Thank you for watching. Love you all.